Okay, so after the ban list came out, it really hit a lot of cards and kind of messed up the Fire Fist in some people's opinion, but I'd have to disagree. After the ban list, I think Fire Fist are even better than Mermails were. That's just my own personal opinion if you're able to run it right. So basically, I'm going to give you a deck profile today of how I run my 4-axis Fire Fist. And there's going to be a little bit of a twist. I'm just going to ask you not to turn off the video whenever I pull it out. Some people would. So let's get started. Obviously, with the Fire Fist, you have to run 3 bear. It's absolutely necessary, no matter if you run a 3-axis or a 4-axis. Next, you have Gorilla, which is basically, and bear is your monster. You can destroy a fire formation card to destroy a monster on the field.
Monster proper.
Gorilla is basically your back row killer. You can do the same thing as bear, except you pop the back row. Next, you have Dragon, 2 Dragon. Basically what you do with him is you can destroy 2 fire formation cards and special summon 1 Fire Fist, level 4 fire, or no, any Fire Fist out of your graveyard. Also with him, if you activate a fire formation spell or trap, you can set a fire formation trap out of your deck. Next we have Boar, which is the tuner of this deck. Basically, whenever he's destroyed by battle, you can special summon 1 level 4 Fire Fist from your deck. He also, whenever a Fire Fist card is or Fire Formation card is activated, you can set a spell or trap out of your deck. And also, I run Swallow. The reason why I run Swallow is he keeps you protective from, for instance, bottomless trap hole, compulsory, anything that targets, it saves your Fire Fist from. Also, a new plus to this whole entire deck that is a must is 3 Coach Soldier Wolfbark. It's important in any Fire Fist deck. If you don't run one, you better run one. It is once per turn, you can target a level 4 fire type attribute Beast Warrior in your graveyard, special summon it in defense position. Its effects are negated, but it's a quick way to bring out something like Tiger King or Cardinal to recycle. Also, something that some people don't run, some people do. I run it because I just think that it's that good. Basically keeps a monster on the field for you so that your next turn, yeah, this is Reborn Tenju, keeps a monster on your field so that you can exit some of the next turn. And also, some people give me bad rap for this, but I run 3 Effect Veiler. I face a lot of, for instance, Constellar decks. They are killer unless you use Effect Veiler. You use Effect Veiler, it basically destroys their whole turn. Yeah. And also with Blackwings, it kills them too. I face a lot of Blackwing decks. So that's the monsters. Moving on to the spell cards. Obviously, 2 Tinky. Sadly, we can't run 3 Tinky anymore as Fire Fist players, but we'll make do with what we got because now we have Cardinal, which I'll explain in a little bit. Basically, it brings a level 4 Beast Warrior type to your hand. Next, we have Tensu, which lets you normal summon twice. It's a quick way for Xyz. And now, because Tinky's been knocked down, I run 2 Pot of Duality because Fire Fist, the way they're built, they're able to compete by themselves and be able to last without having to absolutely use their Xyz. Next, I run 2 MSTs just to be a protection. You can set them, just wait. Some people run Dust Tornado, I don't. Next, obviously, Forbidden Lance, 2 of them. Quick way for instance, if you have Gorilla or Bear, whenever Gorilla destroys a monster by battle, he can set a Fire Formation spell or trap, and whenever Bear does battle damage, he can do the same. And also, staple cards are limited that I run, Book of Moon, and Dark Hole. Now, the next card I'm about to tell you about is a card that I'm going to probably take bad rap for, but it's a great way to get out Swallow. I run Transmodify. Basically, what it lets you do is send 1 face-up monster you control to the graveyard to special summon from your deck 1 monster with the same type and attribute as the monster in the graveyard, but 1 level higher. So it's basically, let's say for instance I had a boar on the field, I could activate transmodify and bring out my swallow. So basically, it's your swallow is you want to get swallow on the field so that you're protected. It keeps you protected. So that's it for the spell cards. Now on to traps. I run 3 Tinson because it's a great way to bait them in with bear, etc. It also gives you the 300 extra even after your turn's over, and it also gives you cannon fodder for dragon or anything like that. Some people say not to run these because it can't keep up these days, but I run 2 Mirror Force just because it seems to be fine. As long as you don't run, as long as you don't heavy use it as a lean-to card, it's fine. Pretty standard for any deck. 2 Dimensional Prisons, and the 3 limited cards that I run are Torrential, Bottomless, Compulsory, Evacuation of Ice. These are kind of obvious in any deck. Sadly, Torrential got knocked down to 1, so can't run 2 anymore.
Also, Compulsory got knocked down to 1.
No, he was already at it. And so that's it for the main deck. Going on to the extra deck. By the way, guys, I don't have a side deck yet, sadly. I'm still working on that and tweaking it. But I do have an extra deck for you. So I run 2 Tiger King, obviously, because, whenever he's summoned, he can set a spell, fire formation spell or trap, and also he can detach to negate effects of other monsters.
Other types.
Now, this is a great thing to the new Fire Fist deck. This is what keeps us alive as Fire Fist players. Whenever you use Cardinal, you can detach 2 Xyz material to target face-up cards on the field, up to 2 face-up cards on the field or in the graveyard, and shuffle them back into the deck. And it happens for both players, yes. So sometimes it helps your opponent, but it's a great way to recycle Tinky. It could have been why Tinky got banned, or knocked down to 2. Sorry, because Cardinal can recycle these so easily. And also, if you chose to, whenever you bring out your second Cardinal, you can recycle this Cardinal that you've used. So you can always, it's a quick way to always get your Tinkies back out. This deck relies on getting your monsters to the hand quick, so you're going to need that. Next, I run 1 Kieran. I haven't decided to go up to 2 on Kieran. He seems to be okay, but I don't know. I'm still working with that. I run a Diamond Direwolf. That's kind of obvious. You can detach material to blow up one of your Beast Warriors to blow up another card on the field. Standard cards of any deck are Gaga Cowboy, and some people only run 1, but I run 2 just in case if I face Mermails. Is 2 Abyss Dweller because it can negate graveyard effects. One thing I found that's really helpful whenever you're facing, for instance, a Blackwing or anything like that, because they are coming back into power with their Black Whirlwinds, is Steel Swarm Roach. Whenever a level 5 or higher is special summoned, you can detach to blow it up. I run an Evil Swarm, Ouroboros, a Black Ship of Corn, and Maestroke Symphony of the Djinn. Maestroke is pretty self-explanatory for all of you out there who run Xyz decks already or are already running Fire Fist but need help getting a new one together. And so far, I run 1 of Crimson Blader. If I had another one, I would go up to 2. So keep Crimson Blader in because, for instance, with Blackwings, you take out 1 card. His effect is, if he destroys a monster by battle, then the next turn your opponent can't special summon level 5 or higher. So that's pretty much it for my deck list. I will have a side deck out for you guys soon. So be looking for that. And this deck is subject to change because as we go further into this ban list, a lot of things are going to change with everything. Mermails will find new ways to break down cards, and Fire Fist will find new ways to come out. And something I found, watch out for Constellars. With the new ban list, they're doing really, really well. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe and comment and tell me how you think I did with this deck list. Thank you.